Here we are. So, Wolf, a father, son, and the pursuit of pro wrestling glory. House, Wolf House, obviously, a father, son, and
Rough
the
House.
pursuit of pro wrestling glory by Alison Lynn Miller. You can buy it on Amazon in this country, so do go out and go and buy it wherever you get your books.
Please.
It's a fantastic read. We mentioned a bit of a teaser on what's in the book as well. Talk to me about how this all come together. How did Alison reach out to you to be, I guess, the person to be talked about the most in this particular book? Well, how did it all start?
So Allison went to a wrestling show about a year before she started writing the book, and she was enamored. It was just something she wanted to go to a brewery for somebody's birthday. They were gonna just hang out, have a few beers, whatever. Wrestling just happened to be at that brewery. She watches it, and then she wants to learn more about it. So she comes back next time and kind of finds I believe she found the owner at the time, Justin Legend, Justin
Okay.
Burnham. He kind of he lets her in the locker room and kind of shows, and she's like, hey, I'm a writer, I'm like in school right now writing. She went to the University of Georgia, so very, especially in the state of Georgia, very prestigious. She's a graduate now, an author, so I guess she did pretty damn good. Um so she she was recommended to my original trainer, which was Jamie Holmes. Jamie Holmes was a friend of my father. He had a wrestling ring in his backyard, so he would train people in his backyard under a almost a carport of sorts, without walls. So it was genuinely probably 6 to 8 pillars and a roof.
Wow.
And yeah, so like sometimes we didn't have turnbuckle pads because the squirrels ate them.
Oh wow.
Uh, yeah. I'm not saying that this is luxurious here, but it was a wrestling ring for me, and it was an outlet, and it's what I wanted. So there was one day that was just me there, right? I want to say it was either I was just there. I don't quite like remember verbatim if I was just there really early and nobody was there, or I may have been the only one that showed up that night. We had a couple of trainees at the time, and so she goes, "Hey, this is Allison. She's writing, an article." Okay, cool. You can. I was like, I even asked, I was like, "Is she cool to talk to? Like, can we do? Is this like, are we keeping it kayfabe or what?" He goes, "No, she's cool." I said, "All right, cool." So I just tell her my story, and I'd tell her that I'm the seventh wrestler in this family. There is uncles, cousins, dad, grandpa. My mom did a little something, not like it, she was never a wrestler, but she did anything else. So I count it, and I specifically count it because that would make me number seven, which just happens to be my favorite number. Um, so we met, and then I would get messages, "Hey, can I get a call?" And she would call, and she's like, "Hey, you said on this date and this day this happened, or how was this show, or whatever." And she's like, "Hey, can I come to the show with you?" Like, and there would be times where she would meet up. Like we would meet up and either ride together, or she'd meet me at the show. I'd walk in with her. "Hey guys, she's a reporter." She's like kind of eyeballing everything. Nobody ever really questioned it. Apparently, I learned this after the fact that she had talked to a bunch of people. Like, who do you think a story would be good watching the eyes through? And everyone kept saying me because I was young, and everybody that I interact with was older, and I was treated as an adult. There's a lot of young wrestlers that don't get treated as adults. They get treated as adults, but then they also take advantage of it, and they're like, "Oh, they think I'm just some stupid kid. I'm gonna go out there and do something crazy. I mean, I'll get yelled at, but they'll forgive me." Versus me, I treat this like TV wrestling, which is what I like. I like TV wrestling. I like making moments. I like everything else. So then when I'm meeting somebody, and I'm doing an angle with Matt Hankins. Matt Hankins is an African American. This is important for the story.
No, no.
I don't want, okay, I don't want that to be like oh my god, and because there's some people that will. He's an African American older gentleman uh, that was feuding with me, and he had my debut. Like I had done a run-in debut to save my trainer, which is one of my mentors, Adrian Hawkins. And they said for TV purposes, he's my trainer, and he had booked that for the pay-per-view that we are doing. I'm going to debut, and I debut, and I go against his client Brian Blaze, the sociopath, and I beat Brian Blaze, no holds barred, balls count anywhere, all that good jazz, crazy match. It was 5 seconds long. I beat him with a roll up. One, two, three. Brian attacks me, hits me with chairs, puts me through a table, Power bombs me through a table on the floor, and then he hangs me. Okay, so that's where the African American part comes in, right? Hanging a white boy.
Yeah.
Now think about Allison sitting in the crowd, seeing this. She's watching, and it was controversial, very controversial at the time. So now she's writing about it, and I think that was one of those main points where, to me, that's where it seemed like it picked up heavy. Like, okay, we like watching it through his eyes. He's doing different things. It's controversial. It's
Yeah.
shock factors. There's shock value to it. Um, so, but in the book, you'll look through and it will tell that story, and then it'll be like, and then Matt Hankins has a 4 to 5 paragraphs about himself, of like how he got into wrestling, who his influences are. That's one of my favorite things about this book, is that it's just through my eyes. It's my story, but the story's through my eyes, and I got to learn a lot about people that's in the book too. Like some personal friends like Nick and Todd and Matt. I didn't know some of their like complete stories, but she were told the complete stories. I was like, oh my God. Like me and Matt Hankins used to just watch wrestling with our grandma because our parents really didn't love wrestling at that point in their life. So yeah, so that's kind of how it started with Allison, and then it all culminates at a fundraiser show for my high school. So the first sentence of the book is Hunter Noblet leaves Appalachian wrestling practice, and then the last sentence of the book says Hunter James has the fans chanting Appalachia. So very, she's very talented. She's very has such a warm soul. She's very. I know she is a mother, but it's like a mother like thing where you want to go home and tell your mom about your day.
Mm.
Like I wanted to talk to her. She was very opening and very open and inviting.
Absolutely, and I feel the same thing from the different conversations she's had promoting the book, in different states and also in different interviews on YouTube and such as well. And she seems like a very nice lady. She
Yes.
seems to be a fan of wrestling from the 80s to 90s. Of course, Georgia is well known to be in the place of where the big boys play with WCW one time in the past. Yeah,
I'm a
indeed.
Shawn Michaels guy, but I had to. I'm sure Brett. I'm sure Brett will go whine about it. It's fine.
But I mean, I guess as well, you mentioned earlier about checking the book after it came out. So I guess you read the book when it was published to see how it all got put together, and I guess in the outcome, I'm just assuming here because from what you just said a minute ago that you're very much positive and appreciative of what Alison was able to do. So was it about a year or so of her writing this book and bringing all
Oh,
these together, or even longer?
it was about 6 years.
Oh, right. Okay. So as far as you've been in the
Yeah,
business is when
it
she's
was
been
about.
around.
It started about probably. I want to say 6 months before I had my first wrestling match. I
Wow.
could be wrong, but in that within the year of my first wrestling match,
Got ya.
in that ballpark. So because she and then she stopped writing at the end of 2024
Okay.
is like when she stopped writing more. Well, that's when the book ends, is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
end of 2024. I don't know, she may have went further and just cut that stuff because it wasn't relevant.
Or
um
or there might be a sequel to come.
that I don't know for real. So I think well, and this is her first book, so I think this is something where we're just hoping it skyrockets, right?
I'm
Obviously,
sure. I'm sure it
and
will.
obviously, I hope so. It's been doing well so far, especially with her being on tours. I've had a couple boxes of books that I bring to shows and sells to people. I've had some
That's cool.
book signings and whatnot, especially at some of my home promotions that I'm more relevant to, not just some one offs. But yeah, so it's about 6 years in total from the first time I met her to publish date. It's been about six. And so it's just kind of wild that when I got it, I want to say I got I want to say it was June. I want to say June. I want to say it was June when I got like the first copy, like the
Like the
what's
draft
done.
or
Yeah,
something.
it was a very much. It wasn't even the book itself. It was in a spiral notebook,
Yeah.
kind of like it looks like a script.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got that, and it's in my room still. I still have it. I love having that, and I love having the editor's edition.
That's cool.
Uh, yeah, the editor's edition before it's released.
Yeah.
So I have that, and then I have the official book as well.
That's cool.
So right, so when I read it the first time, it was crazy to read about my stuff because I was like, oh, I forgot about this, or like, wow, that's her perspective on it.
Mm.
Like a lot of this stuff, it is straightforward storytelling, but she does add her perspective on it.
Obviously, yeah, yeah.
Right, right. So her perspective, like there was something where I had done some matches for the NWA, and her perspective, she's looking at, she's like, okay, he's getting an opportunity. They didn't sign me, which is fine. I wasn't what they needed at the time, and everything's timing. And I was really in my head is not the right thing. It was always just like, gotta work harder. Why not me? Gotta work harder. Why not me? And I had fallen in love for the first time shortly after. And that girl, Bailey, me and her would date for 6 or so months. And she helped me like calm down so that it wasn't consuming me because like I am stupidly obsessive over wrestling. When CM Punk said it was an addiction, bro, I get it. I get it. Some people love this sport. I'm addicted to it. Like there's no I painted walls in my house for a promo room. I have countless. I can't tell you how many times I look over and go, "Oh, I got a gear idea. I got to get it. I got boot. Oh, I need new boots. I need. Oh, that color would look good here. Or I
Yeah.
need to do this, that, and the other." And like right now, I literally was watching wrestling while meal prepping before I came down here. That and I'm not even wrestling today. I'm going to an awards for a wrestling show, which is wild. So this book has really it's opened my eyes and to so many different perspectives. And I'm forever grateful for Allison for following my journey. And I know she's grateful. She's overly thanked us for like opening up to her because obviously, if we didn't open up, then there's no book to be had,
Exactly.
especially. And more thankful for my dad for opening up because my dad does not like opening up to just wrestling and strangers. And but also he also had when I first was wrestling, he did not like that I was wrestling, so he didn't want to talk about it. And after a few years, he caved in, and when he caved in, we're here. We got Rough House, and now it's on Amazon or any bookstore near you in the United States. I'm not sure about the UK.
Well, I did mention about Amazon in the UK because I went onto Amazon after I googled the book just to see what platforms you can buy it on. So I went to Amazon, and apparently I can purchase it on Amazon. So I can purchase it. So people in the UK can purchase the book on Amazon. I will leave a link in the description of this video and also on my audio platforms as well for people to order it on there on Amazon to support you and Alison as well. And hopefully, like I said before, there could be a sequel as well. So
So
I've never spoken to Alison. Alison doesn't know who I am. That's fair enough. But I'm just saying there could be a sequel. Usually, when a book comes out, there's usually sequels to books and series. So hopefully this will come a series, and hopefully there might be a number two where in that second book, if there is one, it actually finally sees you get signed to a major company.
yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be like the perfect way to uh best way to I don't even know if that's the best way to start it or the best way to end it. That I don't know. I almost like if it would start there. That'd be
Yeah.
cool.